Lord Kapila continued, this instruction is not meant for the envious, for, for the agnostics, or for the persons who are unclean in their behavior, nor is it for the hypocrites or for persons who are proud of their material positions. I repeat the translation. Lord Kapila continued, this instruction is not meant for the envious, for agnostics, or for persons who are unclean in their behavior, nor is for the hypocrites or for the persons who are proud of material positions. So it doesn't have purport. We'll proceed to the next session, next verse. नालोलुपाया पदिशेन नाग्रहारूढचेतसा न भक्त्याय च मे जातु न मद्भक्ता द्विषाम् अपि. Translation. It is not to be it is not to be instructed to persons who are too greedy and too attached for family life, nor to the persons who are non-envious or who are non-devotees and who are envious of the devotees and of the personality of Godhead. I repeat the translation. It is not to be instructed to persons who are too greedy and too attached to family life, nor to persons who are non-devotees and who are envious of the devotees and of the personality of Godhead. Purport. Persons who are always planning to do harm to the other living entities are not eligible to understand Krishna consciousness and cannot enter into the realm of the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Also, there is so-called disciplines who became submissive to spiritual master most artificially with an ulterior motive. They also cannot understand what Krishna consciousness or devotion service is. Persons who, due to their being initiated by another sect of religious faith, do not find devotion service as common platform for approaching the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Also, cannot understand Krishna consciousness. When we experience that some students come to join us, but because of being biased in some particular type of faith, they leave our camp and become lost in the wilderness. Actually, Krishna consciousness is not a sectarian religious faith. It is a teaching of it is a teaching process of understanding the Supreme Lord and our relationship with Him. Anyone can join this movement without prejudice, but unfortunately, there are persons who feel difficulty, who feel differently. Therefore, it is better not to instruct the science of Krishna consciousness to such persons. Generally, materialistic persons are after some name, fame, material gains, and so someone takes Krishna consciousness for those reasons, he will never be able to understand this philosophy. Such persons take religious principles as social decoration. They admit themselves into some cultural. They admit themselves into some cultural institution for the sake of name only, especially in this age. Some persons also cannot understand the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Even if one is not greedy for material position, but too attached to family life, he also cannot understand Krishna consciousness. Superficially, such persons are very greedy for material positions, but they are too attached to wife, children, family, and improvement of family improvement. When a person is not is not contaminated by the above mentioned faults, yet at the ultimate issue is not the interested in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or if he is not a devotee, he also cannot understand the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Gnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Akyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरों दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम् Hare Krishna. So this is a wonderful translation and purports by wonderful instructions of Kapil Dev, and also purport was very strongly presented by Srila Prabhupada. So if you see the qualities, like if you see the whatever the aspects Kapil Dev mentioned here, Lord Kapil Dev continued, this instruction is not meant for the envious, okay, and for the agnostics or the persons who are unclean in their behavior, nor it is for hypocrites or persons who are proud of their material positions. Now, if you see the next translation, it is not to be instructed to persons who are too greedy and too attached for family life, nor to a persons who are non-devotees and who are envious of the devotees and of the personality of Godhead. So these qualifications setting a very high standard. So if we see, we possess all these qualifications to some degree. We may we may not express outwardly, but when we go deeper into our consciousness, we may find some aspects why I behave like this, what is my thinking process. If you observe, we are full of all these qualifications, too much greed, too much attached to family life, or envious of devotees, envious of Supreme Personality of Godhead. But of course, we may love Krishna, but we may actually be envious of somebody who is actually possessing the opulence of Krishna. More beautiful, more wealth, more renunciation, more uh, fame, name, all those things. Okay. So this is also envy of Krishna. So by the instructions of Kapila Dev, it is clear that at the end of Srimad Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says, Iti Guhyatamam Shastra, means it is very, very uh, secret and very, very confidential, and it should not be instructed to the envious. So, but Srila Prabhupada gives and Bhagavad Gita as it is and tell, go and distribute to everybody. So, why this contradiction? Like somebody comes into ISKCON temple, immediately 2, 3 devotees will be upon him. Are you connected to any program? Do you have Bhagavad Gita? Do you do this, do this? And so much. And that person gets bewildered. Where did I end up? And he may get little bit of suffocated also. So that is the situation. So we are literally active, not following these two verses. Why? It is because of the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Patra apatra na deke. Don't see who is qualified and who is not qualified. Yara deko tara gaya Krishna Upadesh. Whoever you see, just preach him about Krishna. And Srila Prabhupada brought that mood to this Western land, in America, and then started ISKCON, printed books, distributed, and he started with hippies, and he started with women. We started with no, it's like there is no limitation. Like after some time, Indians, basically the persons who are actually traditionally connected, are they are who actually very strict in their Brahminical practices. They said you are taking this Vedic culture to the Mlechas and Yavanas. How can you do that? And after coming here, Prabhupada gave this instruction to some of the hippies and some of the educated professionals also. And after that, uh, good number of devotees became followers of Srila Prabhupada. At that point of time, Srila Prabhupada started giving to African Americans who are considered as black people here. Okay. And they raise concern. No, Prabhupada, don't give this instruction to black people. They are so abominable. They cannot maintain standards, will be diluted, and you will be ISKCON movement will not go forward. Prabhupada says, I cannot do that. Wherever I see fire, I have to fan it. So that's why great personalities like Bhakti Maharaj and many great what do you call Devendra Maharaj, from African American backgrounds, they came into our ISKCON movement. So why, like Chaitanya Gaura Purnima is coming, it is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What is the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Why Krishna is instructing one way? Krishna in the form of Kapil Dev, in the form of Krishna himself, instructed, don't instruct to the envious people this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. But how come Chaitanya Mahaprabhu totally broke open all the rules, and really, and then gave this knowledge of Krishna consciousness, love of Godhead to everybody, irrespective of their qualification? Is earlier these instructions, if you see Lord Kapil Dev, he was in Satyayuga. Satyayuga means the first, they are very pious, they are very, very long life and highly intellectual, highly their brain power, their physical power, their intellectual powers are extremely powerful. And in that age, Kavinda says, don't give this to all these, greedy, envious, too much attached to family. So means they cannot take this. Then Yogesh says, na garka na gatka. Means they will not be able to achieve perfection in the spiritual life, but they will also not be able to do their material duties properly. It doesn't mean that somebody who has a little bit of attachment to house and all the other things give up Krishna consciousness. What is the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Whatever falls you have, like Malta Prabhu said, right? What is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's instruction? You chant, even if you have so much of attachment, even if you are so much of contamination of thought, even if you are doing inactively, even you are doing artificially, you are committing a lot of offenses. Keep chanting, keep chanting. That's the only way we can get perfection. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in Kali Yuga. Basically, every living entity in this Kali Yuga is a mercy case. You see, like In Mumbai, one devotee said this story. Okay, in Mumbai there is a no what you call intermediate college where which will actually give training for the engineering entrance exams, to crack into IITs and all those things. IITs and other engineering colleges in the state. So they advertise, they sent out one advertisement. They said, join our college, and if you don't get engineering seat, we'll give your full money refund back. And they wherever they see, they are full, like billboards and televisions everywhere. They advertise so nicely, and it was so popularized. All the people, they are, hey, if we get into this college, if you don't get seat, they're going to give your money back. So you either get the seat or you get your money back. So there is win-win situation. Everybody started bringing their children to join there. Then, so after they receive so many applications, what they do? And first of all, before they join only, what they did, they double the what you call fees. If they are collecting some X amount, they made the fees to 2X amount. Because saying this is a guaranteed process. We have to refund you. So we wanted to be sure. So they double the fees, and after getting application, they saw all the applications, how much is scored in their 10th class and the schooling also. So they took only the candidates who are 90% and above, and rejected all the candidates who are below 90%. And after getting 90%, and then they started their coaching, and after they obviously they will study well, they will get into college, and because they all they need is little bit of motivation, little bit of training, that's it. And then at the end, then very few refunds they give. So basically, this is the world of cheaters and cheated. Basically, what parents thought, we send our kid. If he don't read, then they will give money. They will try to teach him. But what happened? They got cheated. They end up paying double the amount. So that is the criteria of in this material world. But no, like that is like training a clever and sincere student and making him to success in his academics is not a big deal. Taking somebody who failed 3, 4 times and then got through, and then training that person and then making him to successful is the great thing. So basically, every one of us in this Kali Yuga, we failed to go back to God in Satya Yuga. We failed to perfect our life in Treta Yuga, and we failed to perfect our life in Dwapar Yuga. And finally, last chance in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga also, we have only first 10,000 years. After first 10,000 years, the Kali Yuga is going to get so much degraded, so much degraded. After 10,000 years, there is no hope only. So whoever started Bhakti process right now, they should take this process seriously. Because already 500 years is gone. 500 and almost like 550 years is almost gone. Because from the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no, 5,000. From Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, it is 10,000 years. So this is called Yuga Sandhya, and it is mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Already 500 years is gone. And it is only 5,000 years of Kali Yuga. And degradation is so rampant. You see, you give spirituality, nobody interested. Nobody cares about spirituality. But it is our duty. We have to go preach, do book distribution, bring others to Krishna consciousness. That's how we get perfected. So why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got this mood is, it is said, no, like after Krishna gave instructions of Bhagavad Gita, he went back to Godhead. And he was not sure. I gave the instructions, Sarva Dharma Paradija Mamekam Sharanam Raja. Aham Tvam Sarva Papaipe Mokshesham Vascha. Just surrender unto me. I will relieve from all sinful creation and I will give liberation. But not sure this will be this person, anybody in Kali Yuga will be able to do that, because one devotee said, no, there is a nice conversation between a wife and husband. So husband has some health issues, and doctor said, don't eat this, don't eat this. Means they gave a list of things which he should not be eating. And husband, out of his uncontrolled senses, he started eating something which he is not supposed to eat. And wife came and very angry and started chastising. No, how, like, no, what kind of person are you? Doctor said not to eat. Why are you eating? Like that, she made a big issue. And for that, husband, what did husband say? If doctor would have said that this restriction to you, then you will understand how difficult it is to follow. Right now, I'm struggling to maintain my diet, and you are chastising me like that. He said, means so. Krishna gave so many. Krishna said the criteria so high. It is very difficult for the people of Kaliga to follow. Sarvadharman Parajya Mahavira. Give up everything and surrender. Only do Krishna consciousness. Do nothing else. It is very difficult for the Kaliga. They want to watch movies, they want to go to parties, they want to go to politics, they want to do other things. So it is very difficult for them to be able to be fully Krishna conscious, fully surrender. So, in order to show how to perform Krishna Bhakti, Mahaprabhu himself, it is said, came. Okay? It is said in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam and 87th chapter. This chapter is prayers to the Supreme Lord by the personified Vedas. Vedas offers prayers to Lord Krishna. And they said, if there is no living example of a philosophy, then that kind of philosophy will die off very soon. Means somebody may say, oh, this is the philosophy, this is the standard. If there is no one who is actually following that standard, then that kind of philosophy will soon fade away. It will not sustain for long. So, for any philosophy, any philosophy to come into practice, or to come into the existence, it should have a living example. Means somebody who is actually following that philosophy and doing well in their life, and then people in general will see them and they think that, oh, it is doable, and they will know what to do. And this person who is following can be able to guide and direct others. So Krishna said all the first middle 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita and entire most of Bhagavad Bhagavad Gita's main philosophy is take of bhakti. He just wanted to prove that karma, jnana, and all these processes are very difficult. You cannot do it, and that's why take bhakti and sarvadharma praja mamekam sharanam vaja. Don't worry about anything, just surrender unto me. That is the very crucial aspect. And in order to give that message, Krishna had taught Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Ashtanga Yoga, all those processes. And Arjuna himself says, these are very difficult to follow. Then Krishna says, just follow bhakti and perfect your life and get out of this material existence. So, but when Krishna went back to Godhead, he thought, I gave this instructions, but I'm not sure if they will be able to follow or not. Most of the people will not be able to follow. And also, if you see the Brahmins who are actually following, who are actually preaching the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, they become sometimes so much what you call smartha mentality. Means they are attached to so much of rules and regulations, but not the actual purpose why the rules and regulations are set. The rules and regulations are set to maintain the highest standards of cleanliness and internally and externally, and then to make connected and make oneself absorbed in Krishna consciousness. But and these people, they got so much added to the rules and regulation, and they said unless one is born in, born in Brahmin family, one cannot be a Brahmin, and one because some kind of impurities will come, like meat eating and all those things. And these people, they started misdirecting entire uh, philosophy. So that's why Krishna has to come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, lived he was a living example of the bhakti process. He's, he started the bhakti movement, and even though when the Supreme Personality of God, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, was personally present and showing him, showing the process of bhakti by his example, there are so many criticisms. Hmm? The Mayavadi philosophers and what is his name? Sarvamata Acharya, Prabodhanand Saraswati. They call Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a what does he comment? Okay, whatever he comments. He commented something which is not actually, uh, he didn't approve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions. Hmm. So that's the reason. He actually said that he is a bhauka. Bhauka means sentimental. So, but and after he got defeated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after that episode of where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat at the place where everyone washes their feet, he wanted to show the greatness of bhakti process. So that's why he went out of the way and then instructed them, and finally they also got convinced. So we need that living example. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu set the Guru Parampara and then re-established the Guru Parampara. And then out of mercy of Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we had a Guru Parampara, we had Srila Prabhupada, we have Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, all those personalities. Each of our Acharyas greatly contributed to the carrying forward of this movement of Krishna consciousness. Without which we will not be we would not have the opportunity to know even about what is Krishna consciousness, and simply wasted our life. So, but like for one to actually progress in bhakti process, they should have four qualifications. Like, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes, before him coming, there are some personalities like Advaita Acharya Prabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu. All those personalities, they come appeared before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. And Advaita Acharya Prabhu, he called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by praying intensely. So there it is mentioned that one requires four qualifications to attract the mercy of Krishna. First qualification is ahaituki aprathyata. Means one should pray to Krishna without any motivation and without any interruption. Without interruption means continuously, daily, regularly. It is said in Bhagavad, Satadam Kirtayantama, always chant Krishna's name. So that kirtan can be done in many ways, by service, by by preaching, by actual kirtan, by following the Vaishnava etiquettes. So those are all comes under kirtan only. Okay, and then always without interruption. It's like one day I will do and other day I will not do, like that. That's why Prabhupada set forth, minimum you chant this many rounds every day. Okay, and uh, with humility, Trunadapi Sunishana, Taruropi Saishna, Manina Manadana, Kirtaniya Sadahari. Actually, if you see sometimes, I think in some movies they show, right, they'll be fighting with God. I prayed you, how can you not fulfill? You are not there, like that there. That is not the mood. We should pray to Krishna with utmost humility. I don't have any qualification, but it is your mercy. If it is your will, please save me. Like now, it is said that you don't have to ask Krishna for anything material. All you can do is you pray for other devotees or pray for your spiritual well-being. Because material things, even if you pray or not pray, Krishna is automatically fulfills that. Just the way a child doesn't have to ask each and everything. Please feed me. Please, give me bath. Give me clothing. All those things. Mother or father will automatically concerned about the child's welfare, takes care of everything. We don't have to ask for anything, but we have to do our duty properly and then pray for Krishna's mercy with humility. With then the last thing is we have to pray with intensity. So intensity means like when somebody says pray means just not like just pray casually, oh Krishna, you are there, I am there, and then you go in front of Krishna and offer whatever prayers you have without any much feeling. Means with full intensity, with full concentration, as much as possible, and we may not be able to fully succeed, in praying Krishna with full attention, but we should at least try our best. Okay, and full intensity means not like loudly taking a big speaker and shouting. Intensity means internally with great feeling, with great intensity. Okay, so so when we chant the holy name of Krishna, which is called Sankirtan, then that will lead to the ultimate perfection. So Sankirtan is the best form of worship. Sankirtan is the best form of decoration. Sankirtan is everything for Krishna. That's why, with respect to deity worship also, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if we have the deities of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, like you don't like no, we have to follow all the rules and regulations of deity worship. But in the worst case scenarios, means worst case means like you are not in a state to do anything, then just go in front of him, then chant Hare Krishna mantra, and they'll be fully satisfied. Like one time, like in Chopati, the darshan got opened, and suddenly the pujari forgot to decorate something, so immediately closed after some time. And His Holiness Rahana Swami Maharaj came and he said, "Why darshan is closed?" And the devotee said, "Some decoration is going on, Maharaj." And at that point of time, the after Govinda Madhav Prasham, the Guru Puja already started. And Guru Puja is over and then still decoration is going on. So, during the Guru Puja, Maharaj said, Sankirtan is a better decoration. There is no, we are doing decoration not for our pleasure, but Krishna's pleasure. When Sankirtan is happening in front of Krishna, we don't have to close because Sankirtan, there is no better decoration to Krishna than Sankirtan. It gives great pleasure to Krishna seeing the devotees dancing and singing in front of him. It's sincere hearts. So, and Sankirtan actually Prabhupada says, right? Like 99% of our spiritual advancement depends on our Sankirtan, chanting. Sankirtan can be, giving classes also Sankirtan, chanting holy name of Krishna is also Sankirtan, or doing Kirtan is also Sankirtan. And doing book distribution is also called Sankirtan, because glorifying Krishna in maybe actively or sometimes passively. That can be considered as Sankirtan. But Anupama very much stresses on that. Oh, Sankirtan means only chanting holy name, not other things. But of course, we can take that. We can take whatever is positive. If you have to do Sankirtan, you have to do Kirtan, take it as okay. Kirtan is only Sankirtan, like that we can say. Okay. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very much attached to Sankirtan. Okay, that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in the womb of Mother Sachi Devi for I think 13 months. He was not taking birth only. But one day what happened? Yes, full lunar eclipse came. So at that, it is said in Hindu culture, in the Vedic culture, lunar eclipse is inauspiciousness. So at that point of time, everybody should chant the name of Vishnu. So everybody is chanting name of Krishna, Vishnu, Rama, and all those things. Everybody is doing Nam Sankirtan. So all the Hindus are doing Nam Sankirtan throughout the lunar eclipse time. And it's looking at the Hindus and followers of Sanatana Dharma, the Muslims and other religions also, they also started chanting the holy name of Krishna by imitation. Oh, Hari Hari, like that. So, so it is said that before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent the holy name first, and then he appeared. So that is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So whatever the disqualification Lord Kapila is mentioning, it is to show what is the standard that the bhakti or for one to have to advance in Krishna consciousness. But it also shows how much merciful Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. See, if the question paper is tough, then only you will be able to appreciate the grace marks more and more. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, you just perform bhakti, just take the holy name of Krishna and do Sankirtan, and you will be able to achieve perfection. So I would like to end here. If you have anybody have any questions or comment, we can discuss.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanasana. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, one quick question. The 4 qualities that attract Krishna, you said, I just wanted to double check. It is uninterrupted, unmotivated devotional service.
Yeah.
Then
Sankirtan.
humility, Sankirtan. Then humility. With humility, we should approach the Lord.
Yeah.
And our prayers should be intense. These
Yeah,
4
intense.
only.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Anybody have any more questions or comments?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Dhanot Pramal goes to Prabhupada. Prabhuji, question. The first 10,000 years of Kali Yuga or after appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the 10,000 years, golden era start?
After appearance of Mahaprabhu.
Golden era start, right?
Yeah, golden, it is called golden age.
Golden age, okay.
Yeah.
So still 9,500 years left.
Even demigods also want to take birth in this age so that they can get Krishna Prema. Krishna Prema, like see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it's like, I gave the example, right? The like a 3rd grade student, yeah, making them successful. So if you want to give, for example, if some beggar comes in front of our home, what will we give them? We'll give them most worthless thing that we have. Like means a kalka bacha or something like that.
Yes.
But with respect to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving the highest. It's like after offering to Krishna, immediately Bhoga comes out of the altar and somebody comes, Bhiksham Dehi, then immediately give an entire Bhoga to him, a prasad to him. Means like actually the pristine means most valuable thing that we have. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even though we are all mercy cases, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving the highest benediction that is possible in the entire creation. See, anybody going to Vaikunta, Sargaloka, these are all insignificant when compared to going back to Golok Vrindavan. And going back to Golok Vrindavan, there, going back to into the Leela of Mahaprabhu is more appreciable. It is said, I think I don't remember the exact devotee or Acharaya, who said, the devotees in Golok Vrindavan, where Gopas and Gopis and Krishna and Radharani stays, they cannot imagine the ecstasy of, they cannot even imagine the ecstasy of the devotees in Gaur Leela. Means Krishna Bhakti is higher than Krishna himself. So, of course, all the Gopis and Gopas and everybody they are also doing Bhakti. But the Bhakti where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stays in his form as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, all the Panchatattva, there is a separate place, the separate portion of Golok Vrindavan where these Mahaprabhu's Leelas are goes on eternally. So that is also existing, and their ecstasy is way higher than what actually the ecstatic feelings are, the devotional ecstasies of the residents of Golok Vrindavan, not the material world. I was really surprised to know that fact. No, he says they cannot even imagine the ecstasies of the residents of uh, devotees of Gaur Leela. Means they are fully merged in the Krishna's prema. They are fully, the kirtan, their hankering, their love and devotion towards Krishna is so high and so restrained. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to us to give that Krishna prema to us. Even Lord Brahma, Shiva, and all the devatas aspire to have that Krishna prema. And such a valuable thing Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving us at the very, very, very bare minimum cost. We just at most have 100 years. If he's successful, is so healthy, conscious, and is at most 100 years within one life. You can not even 100 years. You can perfect your life if we have full dedication and devotion towards following Krishna conscious process. You can perfect your life so quickly. Yeah.
That's why I think that's why Narottam Thakur says Golokera Premadana, right?
Yeah, Golokara Pramadana Harinam Sankirtan.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
इंडिया ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, चंद्रमा प्रभु की जय, शिव की अनंत की जय।